Alacrity against adversity. Kiran's workshop was a haven of alacrity, Vegam, Utsaham, a place where work began each day not with sluggishness, Nidanatvam, Mandagamamu, or lethargy, Moddutanam, Alasata, but with a briskness, Churukudanam, that defied the indolence, Alasyamu, Paniki Ranitanam, of the modern world. There was no room for laziness here, only the promptness, Takshanatvam, and speed of a dedicated craft. The space was filled with antique, Puratanamu, pieces. He had no love for the modern or the recent. To him, the current vogue, Pramukhata, fashion for cheap novelty was an affront, Avamanam, Avahelana. It felt like a personal indignity, Apamanam, Avamanam, and irreverence, Gauravahinata, towards the ancient, primitive, Pradhamika, Prachina, beauty of the old-fashioned. This strong antipathy, Vairam, Dvesham, was not a simple dislike, but a deep-seated aversion, Asahanam, Virakti, and hostility, Vairamu, Satrutvam, born from a past disillusion. In contrast, he felt only admiration, Aradhana, Prasamsa, approval, Angikaram, fascination, Akarshana, and devotion, Bhakti, Ankitabhavam, for the ways of the past. His life had been shaped by adversity, Pratikula Paristiti, Kashtamu. A great misfortune, Duradrushtam, a financial calamity, Vipattu, Ardhika Vipattu, had plunged him into misery, Badha, Dukham. This affliction, Pida, Badha, had stripped him of his prosperity, Samruddhi, Aishwaryam. He received no assistance, Sahayam, no favor, Anugraham, Daya, to restore his fortune, Adrushtam, Asti. He had to build himself back up, piece by piece. One afternoon, a critic named Mr. Croft entered. He examined a chair and sneered, "It is an affront, Avamanam, Avahelana, to even look at." He meant to provoke, Ragilinchadam, Rechagottadam, and exasperate, Kopam Teppinchadam, Kiran, to affront his very soul. Kiran felt a wave of defeat, the sluggishness, Mandagamanamu, of his past adversity threatening to return. But he fought the lethargy, Moddutanam, Alasata, refused the laziness and indolence. He would not let the words affront him further. Instead, he chose to conciliate, Manavalasi Pettuta, Santa Parachuta. He spoke softly, seeking to appease, Santa Parachuta, Sardubatu Cheyuta, the man's anger and mollify, Santwananichuta, Santa Parachuta, his disdain. He moved with gentle alacrity, a respectful briskness and promptness that slowly began to assuage, Tagginchuta, Upasamanamu Cheyuta, the critic's fury. Mr. Croft watched, his initial antipathy, Vairam, Dvesham, the aversion, hostility, and dislike, beginning to fade. It was replaced by admiration and approval. He felt a growing fascination for the craftsman's devotion. In the end, Mr. Croft did not just buy the chair. He wrote a glowing review. Kiran's devotion had turned adversity into prosperity. It was not blind fortune, but the earned reward for a spirit that met every challenge with unwavering alacrity.